Alright. So now let's head to the right and hit up every building here. What's that noise? Sounds like the enemy's coming or something. Chamber of the Assembly. What do we got here? Vartag. Who's this?
Warden, welcome. It is always a blessing for Orzammar to host your order. I am Vartag Devorn, top advisor to our good Prince Balin. What news do you bring?
You know who I am?
It would be hard not to notice the Grey Warden and his eclectic entourage. I hear you seek the aid of Orzammar's finest.
Yes, I need aid against the Blight.
Yes, the treaty. I've seen it in the Shaper's libraries. Now, the difficulty is that the treaty only compels our king, and we are sadly lacking one of those right now.
Oh, he's finding a technicality. Is there some way I could help?
My prince is the rightful king, but a disappointing number of lords back the upstart Harrimont for the throne. If you show your support for Prince Balin, he might be able to assist with your requests.
Huh. What do I need to do? Well, can I talk to Balin?
You must understand, Harrimont hides behind his good reputation while sending spies and assassins. Balin can't know who to trust. It's been like a knife in the heart for Balin to see so many of his father's men stand with the usurper.
Huh. I thought King Endrin himself supported Harrimont. Yeah, let's see what he says to this.
That hurts worst of all. That Harrimont would take advantage of the dying king's delirium to plant such poisonous suspicions against his own son.
Huh.
After that, you understand why Balin cannot trust the word of a stranger, however reputable that stranger might be.
Interesting. So basically, it really is a unique situation. The king was dying, and supposedly he named Harrimont the heir, even though no one's sure if he did or not. And of course, the son says, "No, I am in the lineage. I have heir to the throne, or claim to the throne, and no one can decide." All right, what must I do to prove my good intentions?
Harrimont has engaged in a campaign of bribery and coercion to ensure that every house serves him. But if a neutral party, a stranger, were to approach certain key members, perhaps with irrefutable evidence of Harrimont's deception.
Irrefutable evidence? Which I suppose you have?
I'm certain my Lord Prince would show his gratitude.
What kind of evidence?
Harrimont promised the same portion of his estate to two different Deshers, Lady Dace and Lord Helmy. Harrimont can't possibly grant it to both of them, but they won't find out until after the vote is cast.
Huh.
I have copies of the promissory notes Harrimont gave each of them. Once they see those, they should both reconsider their votes.
Where did you get the promissory notes?
That's not important. If they ask,
of course.
say you found them while searching the Shaper's libraries for your treaty.
Yeah. Isn't there someone you could report him to?
Normally, the Shapers would handle this sort of accusation. They are the scholars who manage our laws, histories, and genealogies. They are the final arbiters of all disputes in Orzammar. Unfortunately, the Shaper of Memories is the most important among them. And his grandfather was Lord Harrimont's aunt's first cousin.
What?
Obviously, we cannot expect him to offer an unbiased opinion.
Oh, come on. He'd hold a distant relative over his duty.
I guess I can't expect you surfacers to understand the importance of family in Orzammar. The Shaper is biased, and if you want Prince Balin's help, you'll have to show where your loyalties lie. Will you do it?
Oh my goodness. How ridiculous. I'll tell him I'll find it and see what happens.
Lady Dace doesn't leave the quarter much, but Lord Helmy's adventurous, likes to spend his time at tapsters in the Commons. Remember, don't tell them you got these papers from me. You learned of them and drew your own conclusions.
Of course. Someone else I need to find at tapsters.
The assembly is in session. Enter quietly if you wish to observe.
So I can observe the assembly if I want. Let's see what's going on in here. There is a mission marker in here.
Your mind has gone to dust if you think we would pass such a writ. Half our houses would go broke without the surface trade.
The proposal is only effective until we have a king to ensure we are respected by the surfacers.
Leaving you conveniently positioned to take over all contracts. I'll see your head on a pike first.
Deshers, lords and ladies of the Assembly. I've already doubled the guard to prevent violence. Must I summon more?
Steward Bandalore, Balin's sympathizers are tying our hands with trivialities. They may as well open us to the sky.
I suggest we put the matter to a vote.
And I suggest you have a taste of my family's mace.
Wow.
Enough!
How nice of them.
The Assembly is in recess until the members can regain control of their emotions.
Wow, that was pretty fucked up. Not gonna lie.
Stone-forsaken fools and dusters. I'm sorry. This is the Assembly of the Clans. Only Deshers and occasional guests of state are allowed in.
You don't recognize the Grey Warden?
Forgive me. I am so exhausted.
Ah,
I
okay.
completely forgot about the message from the gate guard. Welcome to Orzammar, Warden. I hope you can forgive our unrest. The loss of our king has hit us hard.
Huh.
Respect for your role is great, but you won't receive a proper hearing until we have a king on the throne.
This guy has a magnificent fucking beard, if I may say so myself. Look at how many things he braided. Holy shit. He probably sat there for a week braiding this fucking thing to get it up to what it is. A blight is coming.
Humbling, but it will still seem distant compared to the empty throne. The Assembly is blind to all else.
Does the city not care the world is about to end? Is there any way... Yeah.
This is their world, and it ended when Endron died.
Is there any way I can break this stalemate?
I must admit, Warden, I am at a loss myself. It lies with Prince Balin or Lord Harrowmont, and they are slow to trust anyone in these uncertain times. I only wish there was more I could do for you.
Well, it looks like I have to break the stalemate, you know?
Warden, I'm afraid the Assembly is still locked in debate. What can I do for you?
I have to find a way to break the stalemate. It's the only way we're going to get this to end. Whoa. Doolin. I'm going to save before I do anything. Let me save up. See what Doolin has to say.
I heard there was a Grey Warden here. I am Doolin Forrender, second to Lord Harrowmont, King Endron's own choice as successor. Word is spreading that the surface may suffer a blight. It is shameful we are not in a better position to help.
I have nothing to say to the usurper. Here, I'll say I would speak with Lord Harrowmont.
In ordinary time, Lord Harrowmont would be honored to meet you.
Oh my god, another one.
Fortunately, we've already caught more than one of Balin's spies approaching Harrowmont under a pretense of friendship. So I'm afraid I won't be able to take your word. If you want to speak to Harrowmont, you will need to prove he can trust you.
Alright, how can I prove I'm not working for Balin?
That's a generous offer. If you mean it, you might attend the proving today.
Proving
The
grounds.
Deshers take it very seriously. And unfortunately, Balin found some way to blackmail or intimidate House Harrowmont's best fighters into stepping down.
Huh. You want me to enter the proving in Harrowmont's name? Or do you want... Here, do you want me to find out why your fighters dropped out?
That would be enlightening. Though I hope you won't pry too deeply into things they don't wish revealed. If you wish to show your loyalty, enter the proving as his lordship's champion. With your order's reputation, I've no doubt the ancestors would favor your arm.
Huh.
Balin would never work with anyone who humiliated him in that way. Harrowmont would have no fear of meeting with you then.
I'll enter the proving and see why the others withdrew.
Excellent. The arena is located off the Commons. Talk to the proving master and tell him you're entering Lord Harrowmont's roster. The key fighters we lost were Guidon and Beisel. You can look for them in the fighters' preparation chambers behind the ring. And be sure it's before the fights begin. After the first bout, no one may change the roster. If you need to find me again, I will wait in the Tapster's Tavern off the Commons.
Oh my god, everyone's a Tapster's.
There is no better place to hear gossip.
What is going
Perhaps
on?
even word of your victory.
Everyone's getting drunk as hell at Tapsters. Every fucking important person in the city. I'll be at Tapsters like everyone else. I'll be drunk as shit. Tapsters. The Royal Palace. Can we go in here? Yeah, alright, let's check this out.